In this video, I will show you how to run the Kmeans example using the news. There are 3 politics news and 3 market news. So first, I need to copy all the news to the Cloudera virtual machine. And next, I'm going to copy the commands from the shell script and run the commands. Okay, so this command create a directory, namely user slash cloudera slash data slash wsjnews, and this is created in Hadoop. And next, I'm going to copy all the files. So the wildcard here means all the files in the wsj directory in data. So previously I copied all the files to the I think news directory, so I need to go rename it. And then I go back to the command line mode in PuTTY and paste the command. Okay. Now if I go to Hue, and go to browse the files in user slash cloudera slash data, then I see the new folder WSJ News with all the files, all the text files: News 1, News 2, News 3, News 4, News 5, and News 6. Correspondingly, in Hadoop, I can type in the Hadoop command Hadoop fs file system, ls for listing the files in the directory user slash cloudera slash data slash wsj news, and it gives me the list of all the files from news 1 up to news 6. And if you want to look at the content of the files, and you can type in the Hadoop commands, the Hadoop command Hadoop fs cat, and specify all the files in data slash wsj news, and it shows me the content of the files. And correspondingly, I can go to Hue and just go to the files and click, and then see the content. This is the content of news1.txt. Okay, next I copy the next command for converting the text data into sequence files. So this option OW allows me to override the files if they exist. And this is the Mahout command, Mahout sec directory. Okay, so I run this command. The next Mahout command is Mahout sec to sparse to convert sequence files to TF IDF vectors. So I run the command. Then next I can use this command to list the files in the directory Kmeans TF IDF files, and that is actually the output of the previous command, and this is input to Mahout Kmeans. In the command Mahout Kmeans, the input is the directory tf idf vectors, and I specified the directory for the centroid for the cluster, and I want to specify two clusters with override option, and the maximum number of iteration is 50, and the distance measure is the cosine distance measure. I run the command. In order to get the result of the cluster, I run this command, Mahout cluster dump, and run it, and then I can view the content of the file using the command cat, and this file is actually a local file, and this is the result. Now I look at the result. VL0 is the first cluster and VL4 is the second cluster. In each cluster I see the top terms, which are actually the key terms, as well as the corresponding TF IDF scores. In the first cluster I have news 1, news 2 and news 3, which are politic news. And in the second cluster I have news 4, news 5 and news 6, which are the market news. So Mahout has actually correctly classified the news for me into two clusters.